Alright, MS3's Captain Doherty here again. I'm going over some aspects of the OML that I discussed with some of you this past week. So one thing that came out in a few discussions that really disturbed me was and it stemmed from the fact that a cadet was lower in the OML, say 20 something, saw someone that they really knew they were better at, say being much higher, and even maybe some of these cadets that may have been ranked higher may not be in the program for the right reasons. So specifically, they're just here for the money, for the benefits. So they're here for that, and not here for what they should be, which is a commitment to ideals of duty, honor, and country. Maybe those people kind of laugh and mock at those words for people who believe that those things are real, that they are part of reality, and they do matter. So those kinds of people that are maybe a part of this organization as we speak, maybe I'm talking to you right now, who aren't here for the right reasons, and just for personal gain. One that's not really surprising to me. I think we do kind of live in a society in which everyone is encouraged to just purely seek out their own self-interest, and to not give themselves to their communities or their nation as a whole. In fact, people who do that, who do think beyond in terms of just what they can get, are almost kind of looked at kind of sideways, like kind of weird. Like, why aren't you just kind of trying to get yours? Different societies throughout history have kind of rallied around kind of a certain principle. You go far back in time. You maybe talking about like the ancient pagans who worshipped nature, so like the rivers or the streams or the woods or the ocean or the sun, and then eventually the idea of monotheism developed, so around a kind of a one, the great one, the great supreme being, rallied kind of around that, and then late Renaissance, early modern era, I would say the dominant one was just humanism, so just humanity as a whole. What are we doing to kind of help keep this kind of thing going? And I think we've advanced again to now, it's gotten smaller, but it's now just the self. Like, everyone believes you just, I'm using a religious term, worship, but you can use a more kind of secular term, just circling around the importance of themselves in their society. So the fact that there are people part of this organization that are not doing it for things like their country or for higher ideals like duty, honor, and country, and they are doing it for themselves, it's really not so surprising. But it's a cancer in the organization. It's a parasite because for a number of reasons. For one, if you take that attitude in life, like you're just going to be part of an organization, and not adopt its ideals or its visions or its beliefs, and you're just doing it purely for selfish gains, one, it's going to come out eventually. But two, that's the same approach you're going to take to everything in life. Okay, the next organization you're a part of, you're not going to try and contribute to it. You're not going to try and build it. You're just going to try and take from it. You're like you're like a fly or a bug or an insect that goes from one fruit, sucks all the juice out of it, then spits it out and goes on to the next piece of fruit. And just like if that's what you're doing to this organization, you're going to keep sucking the lifeblood out of it, and then again go on to your next organization, whether it's another Army unit, whether it's in business, medicine, industry, whatever. That's just the kind of person that you are. You're not going to just be that way for a couple of years and be a completely different person once you get to your next destination. So the good news is you can fix that. Okay, you can improve that. But the first step is just to acknowledge that this is the kind of person I am. I'm just here for my own self gain, my self glory, my self satisfaction, and work to improve that.